Hey everybody, welcome to One Flight Down, welcome to the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge, and welcome again to my friend Luke, who came here with another beer from England. All right, Luke, tell me about this beer and why you brought this one back.
Well, much like the last beer, I talked to an unnamed gentleman in a craft beer store in Bath.
Okay.
And I said, I've got a friend in Canada who reviews beer on YouTube. Can you recommend some beers that he could definitely not get in Canada? And this is one of the ones that he recommended.
All right. If you haven't seen the other video, we just shot it a minute ago. It was a beer made by Monks. You got to check that one out. I'll leave a link somewhere up here. Okay, so this is Lost and Grounded. It's a Helles unfiltered lager. And I guess Lost and Grounded is the brewery. lostandgrounded.co.uk. And this won an award, didn't it?
According to my research, it won the 2022 Beer of the Year at the Brewer's Choice Award.
There we go. That sounds pretty good.
Have you heard of that before, Alan?
I've not.
Okay. Just checking.
Brewer's Choice Award. I bet there's one in like every, province, state, and country.
Is there like a gold standard of beer award shows aside from this one?
I'm not so sure. I just drink what I drink. I don't really.
But there's no like beer Oscars that you're aware of.
I know there's regional beer Oscars. I know there's like a few in Canada. I don't know if there's a Canada. Yeah, there's a Canada wide, and then there's a few regional ones.
Okay.
So I guess all over there's but I don't know if there's one particular beer
global
Oscars.
Beer Oscar.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and read this description. It's really small print. But my favorite part is the top thing it says is description.
Yeah, let you know what you're in for, okay? Just to set the table.
All right, description. Gentle and balanced. Helles exemplifies everything we aim to achieve as lager brewers. We use the same Pilsner malt blend as Keller Pils, which I guess is another beer that they make, and gently hopped with Magnum, Pearl, and Tethrang.
Do you know what any of those are?
Nope.
Okay.
I guess they're hop varieties, but I think I've heard of Magnum.
And that's the larger hop, right? That's for the larger hops?
It's got to be, yeah.
It's a condom joke.
Yeah, it's got to be the biggest of all hops. Soft, bready, floral. Oh yeah, it says here as well. Voted Beer of the Year at the Brewers' Choice Awards 2022. Now this one was packaged September 9th, 2025. No,
that's the best.
That's in the future.
That's the
best
in the
before
future.
Date. That's the best before date. We didn't.
I traveled long and far, but not that far, Alan.
How far in time
would you travel?
This is 4.4% alcohol. Sounds nice and light. It's got a cool little logo there. The world being, I think, dragged around by like a flying pig or something, or what is that?
It looks like a flying pig.
It does look like a flying pig, or a flying hippo, or something.
Now, all the beers are also unfiltered. Is that anything noteworthy?
Yeah, I think a lot of most of your big name beers would be filtered usually.
Okay.
So an unfiltered beer, some craft breweries do that. It's a little, I don't know, maybe it probably won't be as clear looking of a beer, but would have I think a more robust taste quite often if it's unfiltered.
And vegan friendly.
Vegan friendly. That's important.
Do other beers have animal products in them?
I don't know. And this is something I got to figure out.
Okay.
Kilter Brewing here in Winnipeg, they always put on their cans. I don't know if it's every can, but I've noticed on their cans lately it says vegan friendly.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Could it be marketing too, right? Of we want to appear that we're,
I mean, maybe every beer is vegan friendly. I don't know. So no flying pigs or hippos were harmed in the making of this beer. If
they were, they weren't put into the beer after.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe in the production of the beer. Sure. We're not even going to talk about that.
No. That's a different video for a different show.
That's for George's beer review show. He could tackle the hard topics like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this. Oh, that's a nice look. And I'm just going to give you filter. They also have
Vegan friendly, of course.
beers,
Yeah. Do they filter their beers, Alan?
I don't know. Luke.
All right.
And mine is from Wishbone Brewery, which is somewhere in Ontario. I think there's a glass that Drew got me from Beer for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks. Drew, and he was in Winnipeg recently. I don't know if how familiar you are with Drew's channel. He was in Winnipeg recently, and we got him on the local news.
Really?
Yeah, we were walking around the Forks with our beer, and he walked up to the sign that because you can drink outside in the park area with the beer, but there's like a part where you can't, and they got a sign, no beer beyond this point. He was just kind of putting his hand just beyond
Drew.
And then this guy from Global News walks up, and he's like, "Hey, got to talk to you guys about tourism."
Okay.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm a tourist here," and he was on the local news talking about how much he loved coming to Winnipeg.
We went around to a lot of breweries, and it's so much fun here. I'm coming back. I want to move here, actually. It's great.
Well, if I could put forward a teaser for our next video.
Yeah.
I actually made international news with
Wow.
my trip to the UK.
Suck on that, Drew. Okay, got to tell the story, and we'll go into more detail on the next video.
So stay tuned to this channel. Our next video, I will go into that detail.
Yeah. Okay, but you made international news, and where was it?
It was in Wrexham, but it was in the Times, which is like a 300-year-old newspaper. So, like, the New York Times is named in honor of the Times.
Wow. That's why it was behind a paywall.
Yeah, it's true.
I would have read the article.
And newspapers are slowly dying, so they gotta milk every penny they can out of it.
Every penny. All right, let's take a look at this beer. That is super cloudy. Look at how nice and cloudy that is. It's very light though in color, right? Like
yes.
I almost sort of a lemony yellow kind of a color. And we've been chatting for a while, and that head is sticking around pretty good. So that's pretty good. Let's get a nose on this.
It smells of something, but I don't know what.
Okay, so what I often get with a Helles style beer is like a peppery note, and I'm not getting that necessarily.
Like a black pepper kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes like clove or and even like dried banana are often flavors that you get in it, and often like on the nose as well. But I'm not really getting any of that.
I think I smell the Magnum.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how they brewed that in here, but that's for the brewers to know, I guess. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go in for a taste. See what we got. Cheers. It's very light.
Yeah. Crisp?
Yeah. What did I say? 4.4%?
Yes.
Yeah, 4.4% alcohol. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it tastes like less alcohol than that, but it's super light. Like this would be a really good summertime kind of beer.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Like I not that I'm going to. I could probably pound that back really fast because it's just like, yeah, it's almost soft drink like.
Well, my wife, Dr. Murray Drain from Grant Park Animal Hospital, while her and I were in, link in the description, we're there. I got her hooked on shandies. So shandy, half beer, half lemonade. Yeah. This would make a great shandy beer.
This would, yeah. Yeah, you mix this with some lemonade, that'd be fantastic. That was like how my dad tried to introduce me to alcohol. It's like, I'll have a shandy. Okay, well, that's kind of the gateway drink in British culture, for sure. So.
Well, her and I had the debate. I had said that I could pound shandies all day and be fine. And she did not think that was the case.
No, you might be bloated, but you'd probably be okay.
Well, not like slamming back, but like, a shandy every hour, you'd probably be fine.
Oh, you'd be fine with a shandy an hour. Yeah. It'd be a fun day, actually.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a great day.
Yeah, okay, so I like this a lot. The style of beer, though, is usually, like I said, there's a lot more complexity in the flavor than I'm getting here. this almost does taste like a shandy. Like, I think it almost has like a lemony note to it.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's like bang on style wise, but it's super tasty.
Now, is Helly's a style of beer?
Yeah, like that's like a wheat beer, basically. It's
Okay.
like a German style wheat beer, very, very popular in North America, or at least it was a few years ago.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like the breweries now tend more to do more IPAs and sours, but the Helly's was pretty popular for a while. But yeah, so in terms of style, I don't think it nails it, but I really like it. Like I'd get on a plane for this.
Okay. Well, I mean, planes can go short distance, planes can go a long distance. How long would you travel to get a, pardon my reach, lost and grounded Helly's?
Okay, how far did you travel?
Whew, so Winnipeg to Minneapolis was 2 hours, and
Yep.
then Minneapolis to London was about 9 hours, and then the bus ride to Bath was another 2 hours. So about a 13-hour trip
Wow. Okay.
there, and then probably the equal time on the way back. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I as much as I like this, I don't know if I'd go that far. That's pretty far. I would. That trip to Minneapolis, though, I would
2
do
hours?
that. Yeah.
2 hours,
I would
okay.
hop on a plane for
Okay.
2 hours just to have one of these, and then turn around and fly home. Like, why not?
Yeah.
That'd be a fun day.
So I realize we're shooting 3 separate videos, so I don't
Yeah.
want to get too much into comparing beer to beer. But I will say I enjoyed the Tapas Monastery one more than this.
Yeah, absolutely. That had a lot more going for it. This is good, but it's like that felt like a special beer.
Yes.
That felt like something unique. This, in a way, is kind of unique, but it almost feels like a tamer version of like a North American Helles.
Yeah.
lager. So
Yeah.
it's good, but yeah, I would only fly 2 hours rather than what did I say for the other one? 9 hours?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You fly to London, direct flight to London.
Yeah, direct flight to London. So it'd be like 7.5
Yeah.
hours, probably
Yeah.
it would be. Yeah. Well, Luke, I totally appreciate this. Anytime somebody's traveling somewhere and thinks of me, or just wants to be on my show and bring back beer,
Yeah.
I always appreciate that. I will keep running this show as long as you're traveling.
All right, well, I'll keep traveling as long as we're on the show.
All right, that's
know.
a deal. You heard it here
Ken
first.
Gordon and I have a little competition to see who's going to be
Oh yeah,
the most visited guest.
that's true. I don't have a tally going yet, but I
Okay.
can get one going. All right, Luke, thanks again. To the rest of you, thanks for dropping by the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. See you all again real soon. Cheers.
Bye.
I'm sick and I'm tired and I need to go home. Been here all week just drinking alone. I've had whiskey, tequila,